What is up, Ram fam? How are you guys doing today? It's Monday. We're back. We're doing more Elden Ring today. Thanks for joining us here at Black Ram GX Gaming. I believe we were just checking out the outside of the capital. Ooh, spam call. So we'll continue to check out that area, move into the Volcano Manor area as well, and clean up all of that before we actually go into the capital itself. So that's the plan for today. I'm sure that'll be like a 2-day job, doing that huge area outside of the capital, and then the Volcano Manor itself. So that's going to be some good stuff. Just a reminder, if it is your first time joining us here on Facebook, whether we're live or not, please drop a follow. It helps out, goes a long ways. If you've been here before, do your thing. Drop that like, share, comment, stars, whatever you feel like doing. If you're over there on YouTube, thanks for watching. Drop a sub if you're new, and a like if you're not. So let's get going. We're going to continue here. Alright, I'm trying to decide between semi-cold tea and a warm beer. We're going to go with semi-cold tea. William, thank you for the like and share as well. Cheers. I don't know what's going on right here. Ryan, how are you doing? Hi, good to see you. How's your weekend? Oh, so much stuff to check out. I suppose I should start down here, huh? Get kind of between this stairwell. Got 30,000 here to lose. Can't do that. The city's gonna be absolutely wild to check out. Oh shit, you weren't kidding about the two bosses. I just walked past them before. Is that you telling me that? Somebody was telling me that there was two bosses up here. Oh my. William Harris, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you both. Cheers. Ryan playing Elden Ring and dying. I'm waiting for my first one. Ah! Oh, this is what happens when you take a week off. Well, not a week, weekend. I forgot about my health. There, one sentinel down. Just in time before the other shows up. He's not even gonna show up. Wow, they were super easy. I guess this must be like the same level as the first one, huh? Oh shit. And that's how the cookie crumbles. I did not expect to just come out here and start killing it. Nice. Good. Gotta go to the dentist tomorrow. Try to get protruding root removed. As it's had me in silly pain all week. Silly pain. I don't know if I've ever heard it called silly pain. But that doesn't sound good. Ow. You must be happy to be getting it done though, right? What do they gotta do? They gotta pull it out? Is this a cave? It's... I don't think I've had to do that yet. And I'm sure my day is coming. Stop spewing the poison now. There it is. Oh. That's nice. I'm going to continue to check out everything around the stairs here first. Clear this whole area and then I'll come on back. got us a mega bear down here. That's good. Oh god. He's getting me stun locked. Where is he? Oh! Oh, you don't even know if they can take it out tomorrow. Ooh. You have to wait and hopefully they can remove it. Yeah, they might just look at it and give you another appointment. Hope not. That would suck. Wow, I thought I was about to really hop, skip, and jump right up there. Well, hopefully they can take care of it right away. I mean, they should, right? I don't know how dentistry works over there, but I would think they would have everything they need right there. So what is that? Is that just a root canal? Okay. What's all this then? Oh, okay. Squid altar? What is this? Amber stuff. Oh. Might actually, oh, it might actually need surgery and not just a root from the old tooth. Hoping it doesn't come to the vet, but yeah, guessing it's a root canal. Yeah, hopefully that's not surgery. Huh. Because then they might actually make you come back, because then you gotta set aside the time so they can pep it and give you the funny gas. The old laughing gas. Which, I remember getting, like, the laughing gas, what they call it, as a kid. But never had my wisdom teeth taken out or anything. Just have room for it, I guess. So, I've never been on, like, the wisdom teeth stuff. Where you see the videos of everyone acting all loopy as shit. Hey, Uncanny, what's up? How you doing, buddy? Let's go with you. Thank you for the like. Cheers. William, thank you for the like. Is my volume? It is way down. Okay, cheers. I was wondering why I wasn't hearing the likes come in. It's gone like inverted though, and it's protruding out of my gum, which I've never had before. It stopped me from chewing on that side of my mouth. Ooh. That sounds rough. Hopefully they get that taken care of. Hey, you don't want to deal with that for any longer than you have to. God, son of a bitch. I've never, well, I don't feel like I've heard of it, like teeth inverting in your gum like that. That sounds super painful. No. No. That was a good lucky couple hits, I'll give him that. But now we can clean up these guys finally. Alright. I'm gonna just check out this, ooh, what's this? Merchant, perhaps? Hopefully dentists are shit here, though. They make you book multiple days when they should just remove it. Got no infection that I know of, so hopefully they do it. Oh. I didn't know dentists over there were like that. Do you guys have free healthcare, or do you have all individual for, like, I guess probably could change between dentistry and regular health? Or how do you guys do it over there? I actually don't know how the UK does it. Tooth came out ages ago, but it cracked in 3. Oh, Jesus. It never got removed properly. Probably should have gone back to have it removed, but it was never an issue till now. Yeah, I guess that's kind of the problem, right? Like, it doesn't seem to be an issue. Should be fine. Leave it alone. Big issue later. But I mean, how could you have known, right? You had it removed. Doctors are free. Dentist costs, though. Oh, really? That's why they book multiple appointments. Oh, trying to get all the money out if they can. Yeah, I haven't had surgeries or anything that would cost me money out of pocket, but for the most part, you know, I've got dental insurance through where I work. I walk in, and since the dentist I have already has my dental insurance info, I do my thing, walk out, don't stop to pay or nothing. It's really nice. But I'm sure if I had more serious problems, I wouldn't think it's like this. Because I've seen other people have a lot of issues. Oh! And have to keep going back and back and back and back. It's not fun. So how is it like for, like, the regular doctors? You said doctors are free. So if you had to go for, you know, heart problems or whatever, do you get in pretty quick, or do you have to wait a long time? Oh! I did not know I was in for another fight. For the boss. There's 2 bosses up here? Oh, Jesus. Please, sir, if I could not have some more. That's great. Here, fair. You have to wait, as it is free, but usually it's the day or the next day after you call with it. Damn, that's nice. Just reading your statement while I win. Call that the no-look win. Nice. Did not see that coming. Totally zoned into the dentistry and doctor conversation. Well, that means you see doctors a lot faster than we do. Over here, I was having like an allergic reaction to some things with like nuts or something like that. Turned out it wasn't an allergic reaction, it was an intolerance. Something that genetically never happens to people with my background. It was a real weird case. Anyway, to get the appointment, I had to book it about 3 months in advance, and that's kind of normal right now over here. So you're not getting into anything the next day or even that week, unless it's like an emergency. Not where I live specifically, so. Hey, Michael, what's going on? Thanks for popping in. No problem, no problem. That was still today for me. I woke up and he still happened to be on when I woke up. You booked that day? What does that mean? Yeah, it's crazy we get it free and we have some of the best healthcare in the world. You guys pay and they make you wait forever. And we're actually rated as one of the worst healthcares in like the first world countries. Of like first world nations, we have one of the worst. And we pay an exorbitant amount of money. Like, I just don't go to doctors for the most part. Not that I would suggest that to people, but like, you know, for me personally, I don't even want an ambulance, because that's going to cost you, I think it's almost $5,000 to have an ambulance come take you. If you have an emergency and you can't get there yourself, you need help right away. I say I can't afford it, so just let me die, because that's cheaper. and I'm almost not wrong. Unfortunately, that's our system. I hate it. It's probably the biggest problem I have in this country. But I can't say too much about it. I'll get taken down. Which is another issue. But you know, hey. Oh, I thought I was going to make that one. What did I think, Michael? Michael, I thought it looked good. But I have a few notes I thought of right away in the morning. One, I didn't see any live notifications pop up on your stream. Maybe there was, and I was delirious because I had been awake for 3 minutes. But when I liked, I didn't see anything pop up on the screen to notify you that there was a like, or for just people to see. I mean, people like it. If you were like Stone Mountain 64 or something, and I've seen the start of his stream, I've been there, and he's getting like hundreds of likes off the rip. Yeah, that's not something you can really do. You can't have the live notifications on for anything other than like maybe donations. But you know, early on when you're small, you gotta have it on for those likes. Second thing I noticed was I was really trying to hear your accent, and I could barely hear what you were saying over the sound of the game. So I would play with your audio a little bit so that people can hear what you're saying more than the game. Because you should be able to hear the game just fine in the background, but if they can't hear you, then that's no so good. I think Sweden and Denmark and someone else are rated higher than us, so we aren't that bad on the list. I know. I've always thought if I was going to move anywhere, outside of the country, it'd maybe be Sweden. I think they're kind of socialist, if I remember right. So their income tax is like 40%. So 40% of what you make goes to the government. You only get to keep maybe 60%. Over here, it's a lot less than that. So that's a perk of the U.S. is we're not currently paying in a ton of our income straight up, but then we get taxed in every other way, so it actually comes out the same. If you buy something, you get taxed. If you sell something, you get taxed. Just about anything you want to do, taxed. So it kind of, it seems like it evens out, but it doesn't. We end up just paying more, and we don't get cool things like free healthcare. So that part hurts. Doc just booked that day and get it. Ooh, get it. AMBO here. Then you got $300. Oh, Jesus. So we pay for his prescriptions. Oh, you have to pay for your prescriptions too. Okay. I don't know how any of that works in other countries. I know Canada's got it pretty good with their system. I think. I don't know, really. I'm trying to work that out. Yeah. It definitely helps if you have someone, like I think you said you're married? You've talked about your lady or something before, Michael? If she's there, or somebody right there with you in the room is there to do like a test with you, do like a live run, so you can kind of work out and tweak those things, or even pull it up on your phone. Pull it up on your phone while you're doing it. Have some kind of headphones in. Then you can hear yourself talk against the audio. That's actually the best thing. That's what I did. And I adjust it for games. And if I don't notice that my volume's not right, hopefully somebody else will tell me. But sometimes I've gone half a stream or more before somebody's told me anything. So it's best to rely on yourself on that one. Trying to work out the donation stuff as well. Yeah, there's a lot of work to go on. Do it while you're learning. If you got in with Uncle Donald, he paid no tax anyway. Below utilized that very well. Bezos. Autocorrect, damn it. Yeah, Bezos made a lot of fucking money last year. Sure flaunted it with his, what was that? I can't remember how expensive his, yacht was. Wasn't it Denmark? Denmark had to, like, remove a historical bridge that had been there for generations so his yacht could pass through. That's the kind of wealthy we don't need. I don't like that shit. History has to be taken out so your rich ass can get through in your mega yacht. Get out of here. I didn't like that. If you couldn't tell. Oh, you're getting married, your fiance. So your fiance can help tweak a lot of things too. But the easiest thing for you to do is just put it on your phone while you're streaming live and listen back. That'll fix the audio. Other than that, the live notifications, if you just put those on, because you're using Slobs, Streamlabs OBS, if you just add that to your stream, you'll get like a little zombie guy running and a basic sound, and that'll cover everything for you, and then after that you make it your own. But you know, just putting on the standard one is smart. I think I had the standard zombie thing for a couple streams when I first started. Okay. This has to end. If donations get confused and set up a PayPal, yeah. That absolutely works. I did that initially as well. I mean, I'm sure it'll be confusing for you Because you're trying to do 3 platforms at once that all do things differently. So that's a pain. Kind of upped the amount of learning you have to do as a starter. But helps you figure out where you want to keep your main stream. You can hear yourself through your headphones, and your mates usually can tell you if they can hear you. That's good. Is this part of the game broken? I think that's part of the map just not being there. That's funny. Well, that's good, though. That's good. Yeah, you really need people there to help you out if you're not hearing yourself. But if you are hearing yourself live when you're playing, that's really annoying too, because it's an echo between the live and what you're actually saying. I can only listen to myself for so long, because it's just such a distraction. If you are, I think you have to set up notifications for each separately, which could mean a lot of work for you. You do have to set them up separately once you decide what you want to do for each thing. So, you know, it's not really a lot. I mean, it is a lot when you're trying to do 3 platforms at once. But, like Facebook, you're just doing likes, shares, stars. And if you get donations through PayPal, it's slightly different, but mostly the same. But, you know, you got maybe, for the Facebook side, 5 things you got to do across each platform. It's probably about the same, so maybe 15. And they're not hard. You can download a GIF right now. There's a lot of big-time guys who are pulling in hundreds, if not thousands, of viewers constantly throughout their whole day that have some GIF they've ripped off from SpongeBob, Pokemon, whatever their favorite anime is. I mean, I've seen that over and over and over again. And a sound could be whatever you want. I had a buddy who I was streaming with a long time ago scream at the top of his lungs. We were playing Apex Legends. He died as the last one on our team. Screamed out. I had to reload, and the funniest thing possible, I couldn't stop laughing for like 15 minutes after he did it. And I'm like, I'm gonna make that my notification. He's like, yeah, sounds good, do it. And I used that for a long, long time. Then when I actually got overlay is what it's called. So the overlay is the border around your camera if you have one. It's the funky little cool stuff at the top. It's that startup screen, the ending screen, all that stuff. And sometimes that will have a sound with it as well. So I just use that sound for now. I have switched out and used other things. For stars, or whatever, I don't know what YouTube uses. I can't remember what Twitch has. But they all have like their own system of donation money that you can usually do different levels based on how much they give you. It could be a different thing. So for like Halloween, I did different horror sounds at random while I was playing horror games to scare the shit out of me. Whoa, wait, what the? Again? Please, sir, can have some space.
Yeah, I agree with William. It'll be a lot of work for the notifications with multiple platforms. It wouldn't be much for one, but for 3 or so, it becomes a lot. And William's right, especially while you're new, it is a lot easier to focus on one platform. Also, putting in the money for the premium to be on 3 platforms when it's not even, when you're not getting money through donations or anything to support your stream yet. It's just money out of your pocket. And that can become costly for a long time if it's not something you find you like doing and you put in all that money. So the premium's good, but I would suggest, kind of like William is, and maybe not doing it and just focusing on one platform for a while when you start. Try not to go too hard and spend too much money on it before you really know how you feel about it. And you really want to, I think that's kind of what he's saying here, what William's kind of saying, is you really want to push everyone to one platform. You know, my YouTube, my TikToks, my Reels, on Instagram. Damn it! One hit again. All of that tells people I'm here on Facebook. Come to Facebook to find me. That's where I go live. It's where I built a community so far. And it's just what the people who are a lot smarter than me say to do. The people who have done a lot better than me. So that's what I find is look at a lot of what the top people do, because they're the ones who've all made it, and just copy them. Not copy them, but try to do a lot of the stuff they do. Right, he just got chucked off a cliff by some, oh, looks like a bull. Ryan, I don't know completely what you're trying to say. It looks like you were typing that quick while trying to run from a boss. I feel like there's some autocorrect in there. Damn it. I was spamming rollback that whole time. Oh shit. Fellas, everybody, I have not somehow heard these notifications coming through. So I've got some thank yous. I just looked over and it said I had 7 reactions. I'm like, I don't have 7 reactions. And then I see a list of names. So I apologize. Thank you, 8. Adrian for the like. Thank you, Nick for the like. Armando for the like. Appreciate you guys. Man, Armando was 13 minutes ago too. Guess he meant the Falling Star Beast. I just did right here at the beginning of the stream. I started off last Thursday. I had ran through the gates to the first outer wall of the capital city. So I didn't even see the 2 tree sentinels right there. So I killed those quick. Kept moving around. Checking out the little mining pits out there. Falling Star Beast, there he is. He's getting the shit out of me. So I was not ready for it. Oh, bull enemy in a crater.
I just ran into one of those too, but I didn't have a long ladder. Oh, so Adrian, you were talking about him, not even me. I literally just ran into that thing up the hill. So I guess there's more than one. There's more than one of everything in this game. I mean, even more than one Godfrey. More like Godefroy. I wonder what ladder you climbed up. I haven't run into that. Unless it's the one... I might know the one. Damn it! That's the second time he got to that exact amount of health and killed me with that exact hit. Twice! Son of a bitch. Alright, who else did I miss? Michael, thank you for the like as well. Appreciate you. Cheers, everyone. I got a lot of cheersing to do. There are 2 or 3 of them. Oh, I've only found one, I think. I think it was a beast jaw or something. I think I got... Did I get a beast fang for it or something? I don't know. I don't know what I got for it. Top tier weapon special attack. Ooh. I didn't really pay attention. I was talking to William about him getting his tooth pulled while I was beating him. Oh, I thought I was just slightly out of range. Trying to get that wonderful bleed damage. Got him. Got him. Took me 3 tries, surprisingly. I thought I was going to get him on the first try. I've been just wiping bosses before this. Godfrey Icon. I've got so much stuff. This is one playthrough and I'm overwhelmed with items. How are people doing this kind of shit on New Game Plus? Enhanced charge spells and skills. That's probably pretty good. So now I can get through here and go through this gully a little bit. Maybe check out up to here. Look at some of this stuff. I'm pretty much just trying to check out this whole outside area up until the wall. And then after that, I'll check out everything else in here. But the outside of the wall for sure we want to do. Yep. So how you been doing, Adrian? Good to see you back in here. I haven't gotten too horribly stuck without your help. Doesn't mean it won't happen, but I figured out some things on my own. Even though it's a challenge. Oh, this looks like a big fort. Been down with a bad cold the last few days. Oh, you know, I've seen a lot of people near me have been getting them. I've got kind of a bit of a plugged nose some days too, so I was getting a little worried. But I don't have anything that bad, so I don't think I got one. But it's that season. And where I'm at, the temperature is sweater weather one day and shorts weather the next. So I was literally wearing shorts and a t-shirt for the first time in a very long time on Saturday. And today, I went to work in a sweater and pants. Well, I was going to do pants. I mean, like, I can't wear shorts. Obviously, I have to wear something. But, yeah, terrible. And then it was colder when I left work today, towards the end of the day, than it was at the start. Which is bullshit. Sucks because it was all holidays and could not enjoy the free time. Yeah, I had some family back on Easter who couldn't make it out because they weren't feeling too well either. I mean, colds, they just spread like wildfire around everybody. Luckily, they're not too bad. We had something similar. Temp drop from 20 to 5 for a few days. Holy shit. Don't like seeing that. Oh, there was a lady I was talking to on the phone in... Where was that? Iowa? I think it was Iowa. Like 3 weeks ago. She had... What was it? A tornado one day and a blizzard the next. And it was just back and forth like that. If you don't know, tornadoes can't exist in super cold. You know, usually something that causes tornadoes is the rapid change in temperature. And that's exactly what happened. Going from 80 to below freezing one day to the next. So I felt bad for those people. I was like, I thought we had it bad just between snowing and it's nice out, it's spring, and then it's snowing again. I don't like it. I don't like it, but not much I can do about it. The weather's just bipolar. I do feel just godly right now, taking out all these enemies with so much ease. They used to be a problem. But nothing will stop the Mushroom Lord these days. Yeah, tornadoes are very rare in my part, Eastern Europe. If one occurs, it's usually in the TV for days. Oh, I can imagine. There's an area over in the States around Oklahoma, so it's kind of like southern middle United States-ish, a little more west. They literally just call it Tornado Alley because they get, I don't know, I wouldn't want to say the wrong numbers, but I want to say they average like 8 to 10 a year. What's that, oh! Don't like that. I thought that was another player riding towards me for a second. Yeah, I swear when I was a kid, we had tornadoes, I feel like yearly, sometimes multiple a year. And probably last like 15, 16 years, there's maybe been one in my area, and it didn't even hit my town. It was just like somewhere in our county. Mark things I need to go see that I've been to already. And I'm hoping there's a grace here. I'm gonna hit the grace and then I'm gonna leave. Continue to check out everything on the outside and then do all the caves. Boom, boom, boom in a row. There's several of these caves built the exact same way. So based on what I'm seeing so far, this is gonna be the one where at the bottom there's a pit of gold or whatever and you have to push open the doors to enter. That boss arena. Try to level up, you carry many runes again. I've just been walking around, like I just got these. I've beaten 3 bosses since the start of the stream 30, 40 minutes ago, because I was late. I was going to look at, do a showing for a place I was trying to find to live in, and because of that I fell behind bad and it was like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes late. I guess it wasn't too bad. So I haven't been on for a full hour, I don't think, and I just keep killing bosses. I don't mean for this to happen. I'm gonna try to get some sleep in and out of sleep all weekend. Alright, no problem. Thanks for stopping in, William. Appreciate it. And I'm a hoarder. I am. I haven't, I'm not going to finish that statement. Because I don't have any wood to knock on. Oh, here's some. I haven't lost any runes in a while. Knock on wood. Should be good. So that's a positive. For anyone who doesn't know, I don't know how cultural the knock on wood thing is. If you say something that you don't want to happen, so like, I haven't died in a while and lost all my runes, and then a lot of times it happens immediately after, you jinxed yourself. So for some reason, if you knock on wood, it absolves it, and you can say those things, and it's not gonna just happen. I don't know why, but it's a superstition, and I've got too many runes not to play along. Well, he wants to explore edges. I do explore a very unsafe amount of edges. As I'm looking right now. With the amount of runes I have. Everybody's still got heroic ones. I do. Jinx. Yeah, we got that in my culture as well. Okay. I don't know where it all is. So I gotta explain it before I say it, and someone's like, what the hell is he talking about? Why the hell would you knock on wood? Okay. So underwhelming amount of stuff right here. I know, I always think I'm doing fine, and then I run into something that just whoops my ass, and I'm like, huh, didn't see that coming. Guess I gotta go all the way back there. Hey, if you crack an egg over your head, you'll never die on Elden Ring. That could be true. Oh no. Speaking of trying not to die, I know who that is, and I know what's gonna happen. So that's the Ronin character, to get his armor and weapon. And he warned me, specifically, that he was going to go after an enemy. That he said he wanted to fend off and kill before it got him. But if it was to come after me, just run or something like that. Something along those lines. I don't know exactly. But it is no bueno. Are my speakers just not working at all? That was weird. Kayla, thank you for the like. Sam, thank you for the like and share. And Mike. Michael Alex Davis, thank you for the like as well. Cheers, everybody. Anyway, let's hope I don't die. Now I have to Google about it. What it actually means to knock on wood. I bet you there's some long meetings there.
Seems I am no match for you, but I've learned a thing or two myself. You see, I've sliced the finger off. Please. Please. Eleonora.
Oh.
Yield.
I thought you just said it.
This blood no longer. Do not stain the immaculacy of your sword. Your flesh. Your fire.
The Naga Kiba. Also, I don't know if you've seen, but apparently Sony has acquired From Software. Don't know how true it is, though. I have not seen that. Also, oh shit. Back. I've got too much to lose! No, no, no. You keep that dragon head shit out of this. I've not heard that, but I really hope that doesn't happen. Because I don't want to lose From Software. Where is the Nagakiba gonna be? Got really a lot of cool weapons. What does that need? Faith? What was it, right? With my other katanas? And I just didn't look. Oh, it is. It's not stronger, but it's got more reach. I don't know. I see a lot of people using it. I don't know. Anyway, it's an old wives' tale. Same as stepping on cracks and walking on 3 drains. Walking on 3 drains. I don't know that one. You killed him, you traitor. I didn't kill him. It wasn't me. He was already dead. So I guess walk over to here. I mean, the range of this thing is insane. Is this a real weapon? Do people really use this thing? David Williams, thank you for the like. Cheers. How are you doing? Got David Williams and William Harris. Got all kinds of Williams. William Dodge there in the beginning. Got 3. The 3 W's. Fantastic. Hey, that's good to hear. Good to see you. What the hell was that? Oh, real person? I thought I saw something green. People thought it was an April Fool's, but it's been linked again. To be fair, I don't know if you'll lose it or whether or not they're just grabbing studios so that they can work out deals between both companies. Since Bethesda's deal upset Sony, it seems. You can see Xbox going back on that. The way the studios, yeah, why they would both buy. Way they are both buying. Yeah, I know what you mean. I hope that's not the case. But yeah, it is a buying war right now, isn't it? Both companies just buying everything they can. You just started this game up yesterday? Ooh, nice. What'd you think when you started? Telling him good luck. Yeah, you might need some luck. I think most use katanas are Rivers of Blood and Moonveil and Uchigatana. I've seen the Rivers of Blood thing a lot. And I've seen... I think that's a long one like this. Yeah, I don't know. It's just not strong enough to not use the Moonveil. At the moment. Maybe I'll fix it up. Allegedly. What are you guys looking at? Punishing. Yeah, you could use all the luck you can get. The tree sentinel claimed my life more than I'd like to admit before I'd walk away from it. I started the stream by killing 2 of those at the, well, not at the same time, but they're right next to each other. Did you see he had a chest he was trying to run away with? I assume that's why I got a gold rune tent from him. But, yeah. It takes a while. You know, there's a small part of your pride when you lose to the tree sentinel. that makes you go, no, I think I can win this. And you go back and you try and you get completely whomped again. You're like, but I did get a little closer this time. Maybe I'll just try again and again and again. And eventually you just have to admit defeat. But there are people that I've seen beat him with nothing. I've seen people on YouTube do a race where they'll all be a wretch with a club. You can't put any levels on your character, and they're just racing to who can beat the Tree Sentinel first with absolutely nothing. And it was actually fairly entertaining when you didn't watch the whole thing live. If you watched the whole thing live, I'm sure it would be super boring. But when you just get to see some of the highlights, how close they get and lose many times, and then finally doing it, that is pretty cool. Ooh, shit. Reverse is like S tier, it's a weapon art with Mimic melts, boss, massive bleeds. Ooh, and I do have a maxed out Mimic. If you blow him a kiss, he gives you the best weapon in the game. The Tree Sentinel. He actually does give you a super good weapon. You mean the halberd he shoved up my ass? That's the one! It's a pretty good weapon. Yeah, those people have 400 hours of gameplay. Yeah. Yeah, they're insane. They get to do this all day long. I get to work all day long and come here and do this a little bit. I can't compete with them. And veterans of Souls games. That's true. Which, if you played a few of these, I'm not going to say you played them all, but like the style of gameplay, you have down. Because the style of gameplay from game to game is very different. Or very similar, I should say. Like, the big difference in this one is that there's a jump button. Hey, buddy. Oh. Standing up is a sign of aggression in this universe. David Williams. Yeah, he just needs a kiss. The Tree Sentinel will give it up. Yeah, I tried asking Tree Sentinel for directions and that didn't go well. I don't know where I was. I watched a guy painstakingly fight the intro boss until he beat it. Probably took an hour of the stream time. Jesus. So you'd have to make a new character every time, too. Skip the intro scene. Run at it, give it a go. The thing is that you will have an opportunity. It's completely optional and easy to miss. But you have an opportunity to go back and take on that boss as many times as you want. He's only worth 3,000 souls, which is really nice in the very beginning, but by the time you can get back to him, it's like nothing. And you get his shield and sword, but they're not that great by the time you get that far in the game. So this is your first one, David? Ooh, you got a treat. Honestly, if you want to go back and play the others, you could, but they're not going to look as good or play as good. Not to say that they're not good, they're great, but this being the newest one is like top notch. This is significant. Great stars. Okay. This guy with the torch gotta go. Yeah, he just kept restarting as samurai. Oh, he was dedicated to the samurai, huh? If he was doing the astrologer, he probably could have done it pretty quick. David, what character did you start as? It's a lot easier and new player friendly. It is. It is. Very much so. There's a better tutorial as well. I've been up here? No? I don't think so. Just gotta get out of the comfort zone, character build what you got. And knowing the right places to go helps out too. As a new player, it's very easy to go the wrong direction and face ungodly difficult things for you. I'll show you in just a second here. The best map rotation for actually leveling up your character and not having a bad day. I just gotta get rid of these herpy dogs. So once you beat one of the hardest bosses endgame, without using parry or dodge. Oh Jesus! Just had perfect movement. Just knew exactly where he had to be and what he had to do. I decided with the hero build right now. Still running with the axe, the +1 strengthening, and I've been loving my vigor as well. You know, somebody told me, I don't remember who it was, to get my vigor up to 30 before anything else. I didn't quite do that, but I got mine up to 30 pretty quickly, and I don't think it's budged since. You know, that's all my health bar is. You can kind of see it. And it's enough. What I say is if your health bar is too small that a flask takes up the whole thing, maybe work on it, but pretty much good. Alright, so here's the map rotation you want to do if you're a new player. So you're going to start down here. You can do basically this whole area first before you go to the castle that it's leading you to. Maybe this lake is the only thing you want to avoid. Everything else you can do before moving on. Then you can do this peninsula first. Or the castle. I think the peninsula is easier than the castle. After that, do not go east. Once you see red, stop. Go north. You can do this whole huge swampland and the castle here in the middle. Before anything else. Then you bounce back, then you go east, then you can go north again. You can almost do some of this north stuff before you go east, but it's going to be about the same difficulty. I haven't been in the manor too much. This is Volcano Manor. But yeah, you can do those few things first, and if you go in that order, it should be a pretty good time. Alright, so that's what I learned. I learned that the hard way. I definitely had to suffer quite a bit to figure that out. After the last advice of the Sentinel, I'll pass. Oh man, I missed a few things here. None are east, but I'd say a lot easier than the others. Go to the red area. The game. Yeah, don't go to the red area. William is trolling you hard. This is the first Souls game, Ryan. You're saying you like? I love this one. I didn't think I was going to get into it. Shoot. Not the right flask. I got obsessed. That's the first one you played properly, William? Dang. Everyone is falling in love with the series here. But you know what? Their games have been gradually growing. I don't really know where I've been. I think I've been through here. I can keep going and look for a Grace. I don't know. Do I just take on the boss? I think I might just take on the boss. I'm killing it right now. There's no way it could beat me and take all my runes. Right? Appreciate the insight. No problem. It was a struggle for me to learn the map. So I don't mind helping out. Manor's the same as the capital walls. Oh, is it? I guess I'm gonna find out. Didn't expect weak foe. Either he's a liar, or this is about to be easy. Oh, he's not a liar. That was easy. Thanks, man. I'm absorbing everything. Yeah. Weapon abilities are huge. Because they can help you out a lot. If you don't have a bow or a crossbow, or can do some magic, something that has range, get something. Because there's a lot of situations that are going to be extremely difficult without it. With thrusting sword. Because of blood loss. Actually looks pretty sick. Just got too much stuff. Dying is learning in this game. Yeah, very much so. Each death is a lesson on what to do or not to do. The problem is, not just learning what to do or what not to do, but learning how to actually dodge it. Teaching your hands what to do by probably failing 6 more times after you know what to do. You know what to do, but your damn stupid hands keep messing it up. That's gonna happen. Yeah, you just can't, you can't let the game win. I think I lost over 69 times to these 2 gargoyles. You'll run into them eventually, or maybe not. It's kind of an optional area. And there's not many times I've been that pissed off in my life, but I refuse to quit. And eventually I won, but I died a lot. Avoid going out at night. There are some bosses that are gonna hide out by graces at night, called Knight's Cavalry. So that's a thing as well. You'll sometimes see messages near a grace that'll say, check out, be here at night, or something like that. Something about night. And that usually means there's a boss there, which is cool, because if you die, he's probably not going to be there when you come back. So he's a safe boss to take on. It's not too punishing. And they have pretty decent stuff. Good amount of runes. Your fiance was wondering how many tests it would take before you quit on the cat statue. You gotta let her get bored that you're dying so much and not giving up. The cat statue's a pain in the ass, but guess what? It gets worse. Is that a flail? It was like a... that was a weird motion. Apologize. It's like a thrusting sword's what it's called. Like a fencing sword. That bastard. I like bows, so I'll grab one. I would suggest it. Whenever you can get to the round table, you can buy any starting weapon. I would buy a bow there. Oh, William's saying because he's a pure mage, you won't use most of his weapons. Based on the playstyle you're playing, you will... Doesn't matter who you are. There's a lot of weapons you'll never use. I have... I don't know. Probably 50, 60... No, probably more than that. I've probably got 100 things in my weapon slots. And I will never use the vast majority. I've used...
maybe 4 weapons, 5 weapons for at least a stream. So not many. My variety's low. I just found what I really liked and what worked and kept with it. So it's like an S-stock? Yeah, yeah. There's only 2 of those I have, and the other one's called S-stock. I thought that was the name of the sword. That's what they're called. Whoopsie. And some deathbirds that only spawn at night. Deathbirds that only spawn at night? That I'm not aware of. That sounds terrifying. Mark that stream. There's just so much stuff to see right here. And I just really want to be somewhere safe where there's a grace. Hello. Look at that. You just talk about it and it appears. And they usually match the zone difficulty. Oh. Deathbirds. Oh, I guess I haven't run of those. David Williams, some screenshot of that, even if you don't have a bow. Got some weapons you can have. Nice. Look at you guys. Yeah, we got a helpful community here. Yeah, let's see that. Make my weapons a bit better. Not enough seeds, but I can do this. I thought I had to. Yeah, it sounds like William's gonna help you out a lot there, David. There's a lot of early stuff that's not great. That the game's really gonna punish you for a while, but eventually you start getting these higher tier weapons and armors. And even the hard stuff's not bad. Like, I'd say the most challenging thing in the game I've run into is these giant stone gargoyles. This. I hate it when messages are right on things. Almost makes me wonder if you could do something with it instead. But then you'd see the little arrows left, right if you could. Yeah, dude, there's a lot to absorb here that the game would not and will not ever tell you. Even like little things. But there's like a tutorial cave in the beginning, in that very first place where you respawn after you get owned by that first boss. Yeah, I didn't even do that the first time. I missed it. Walked right past. Pretty stupid. Skyrim took over a bit. What level are you now, William? Got so much armor, etc. he can have. Yeah, and the thing is, you're gonna get a lot of duplicate armors too as you're defeating enemies. I'm trying to keep track of where I am and where I'm going. It'll take me a while to get through these grounds. Hey, look. Oh, everyone's dancing, having a good time. There's a grace here. Seems legit. Ba ba da ba 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 da ba ba. I gotta have dance in here somewhere, right? I don't.
But I can do this. I'd hate to hurt anybody, even though it's clearly asking me to. Don't skin me, my hide is filthy, I swear. Imagine trying to plead the case about how disgusting your skin is so you won't get skinned. It's like in The Hobbit. If you've ever seen The Hobbit. Their first movie. We're trying to convince that the dwarves have bugs or something so that the trolls won't eat them. Man, this is a fun place. Da 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 da. I want to dance. All I have is these stupid emotes. On Skyrim with this? Oh, on this. 20 on Skyrim, 65 on this. Stuck in the underground area. Lost 50 key. Ooh. Well, until you're on Ronnie's Quest, or Rainey's Quest, whatever, you don't have to go down there. I left and didn't go back down there for a while. And by the time I did, that place was easy. David, they need new Elder Scrolls. Couldn't agree more. I think they're working on one, aren't they? They, I think, announced it with just an image, like 2-3 years ago. What was it gonna be? It's like the Wood Elves continent, not continent, country. Whatever that was. I can't remember, but it looked really cool. From just being a still image. So it wasn't that cool. They've been able to recycle Skyrim through 3 generations of consoles. It's time. It came out 20 years ago. It came out on 11/11/11. It's one of the only games that I remember the exact date. I think I was 17, maybe at the... Oh, I was 17. Oh, gross. And I camped out at Best Buy in the morning. Because there's no, like, midnight releases for me. Party time's over, ladies. It's a great game, though. They can't recycle it that much if it isn't, you know? It's like GTA. GTA's been 13 years? 14 years? I don't remember exactly. Just a long fucking time. Armor in the game is not that great. In this game, or which one? This game, it's not super necessary. Morrowind's your favorite because you could set stuff out of your house and not knock it over, and just the sheer amount of weapons and magic they had versus later games. Yeah, it was a really big game. And I know anyone who started with Morrowind says it's their favorite. I didn't start with one till Oblivion, and when I went back and tried to play Morrowind, I was like, this game is so hard to play. Because it's just like how much worse the quality of graphics, of some of the gameplay is. I mean, just, it's a lot wonkier of a game. And for me, it's hard to go backwards in time on a franchise. Like, wherever I start is the back point. I can only go up from there, personally. So there's not a lot of games. Like, if I started Final Fantasy today, I would never be able to go back and enjoy the PlayStation ones that were so good. And that game fucking started on, holy shit, which isn't a console. It started on NES. What most people do is auto whatever to keep them. Oh! at a medium load. Yeah, so that's a big thing. In the middle, you'll see it says equipment load, and one below that on the right, it says medium load. If that says heavy ever, undo, drop shit off, shields, armor, whatever, make sure that stays at medium. Once that goes to heavy, your maneuverability becomes god awful. Downright unbearable, David, so that's a big thing to watch. I did not watch it for a while, and I was fat man rolling, as some people told me. So I got educated. Yeah, endurance is important. It also gets your stamina up. That's a big one, for sure. If you see these glowing skulls, you can walk over it with a horse or roll on them, and they have runes that you can use at any time for some money. Don't know what build to go with in Morrowind? That's a good question. That's a David Williams question. 10 and 10, two of my faves. I like RE7's remake. I loved 10. I never played the 7 remake, although it's the one reason I've wanted a PlayStation for a long time. I'm not even paying attention. Beating these bosses. This is great. They really glitched it with this message or something? What? What? Don't like that. 10-2, I wasn't crazy about. I bought it, but I never got that far through it. My favorites probably go 7, 9, 8, 10. 7, 9, 8, 10. I played a little bit of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Some of them I beat. I just don't know which ones because I beat them on like Game Boy Advance. That's shenanigans. I do actually have the Nintendo cartridge for the first one, and I've gotten pretty far in it, but it is such a hard game to play. There was so much willpower put into playing that through. It was a struggle. Is Hero's Cave a pain? Hero's Cave. Where's that? Oh, that's War Dead. Oh. Let's see. Hero's Cave. Is that like the first? I have too many points of grace. I don't know where that is, the comment. Dual-wielding Argonian. Oh, yeah, you did mention that before. That sounds fun. No weapon you got is awesome. I'm using 2 of them. Using 2 of them? The moon veil, you have 2? From, doing your second playthrough? You lucky dog. So I'll go up here and check out up here now. I guess. 16 looks amazing though. I think I've seen a little bit on it. It does look pretty good. I enjoyed 15 for a while. But I feel like I put in like 20-30 hours and I maybe finished the first area and started some of the second area. And I was like, holy fuck, this is going to take forever. I got a little bored of all the travel and everything, and I never finished it. Sadly. Alright, let's just stay here and then we'll go make sure that grace at the top works. Godskin Peeler's Twin Blade. Nice. Those twin blades are fun. I never used one for that long. To be fair, you find the older games better for spell swords. You can use magic and keep a sword and shield. Skyrim, you kind of lost that ability. Yeah, they probably said that probably shouldn't be a thing and got away with it. "15 felt like you were a boy band." Is this one just wholly glitched? Like, entirely glitched? Is that why this message is here? Shenanigans. You got the crystal sword that does magic damage? Ooh. I know I got that before, but I never really used it that much. You have 115 hours in FF15. Nice. Have you beaten it? Entirely? If you equip 2 twin blades and do jump attacks, they hit like 4 times. Jesus. I didn't even know you could equip 2 twin blades. Kinda like the sound of that. That sounds like a future character. Quad Blade. Oh, already named him and all. You guys tried, couldn't do it. Felt like we should be making pop music. That's funny. There was really cool aspects of it. I like the car. Obviously, I feel like that slowed down the game a lot too. Is you have a car, you're traveling around all these areas, but if you ran out of gas, you're stuck pushing it, which could be a really long way. If you stick to the road, it's rather boring. But if you go off-road, it gets real frickin' dangerous. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of like classic Final Fantasy things to it that I really enjoyed, but a lot that I was kind of meh about. Oh my god! Hold on. Why is my volume not working? Sandra, thank you for the follow. You're awesome. I apologize. Virginia, thank you for the like. David Williams, I may have said it already, but thank you, man, for the like. Cheers. Alright, why is my sound no work? Is it working? And I'm just deaf? Deaf? I don't know what to play to make it work. It was definitely working before the stream. Maybe my stream app's just glitched. I'm gonna have to keep my eyes peeled on these notifications. If a notification comes up and I don't say something immediately, call me out and I will do a double cheers. I will drink this warm beer that has been sitting out for 3 days. Why not just punish my gut? That actually wouldn't be too bad. You know what? A lot of you guys are over in Europe and you only drink warm beer, right? Like, you guys don't refrigerate this shit, do you? That's what I hear. You don't have to tell me. Ryan, you beat Final Fantasy 15? Hour and 15 is not bad. I'm gonna put way more than that into this game. I'm just trying to be so thorough. Quadimodo. That's a good joke, William. I like that. At first I was still trying to say Quasi. That's good. I found the Lordstone Greatsword, but can't use it yet. Oh, yeah. In that chest at that first camp. That's good. And you know, some weapons you can use. You just can't use it one-handed. You have to switch to two. If you switch it to two hands, some things are doable. Bye, everybody. I love these explosions. Like 20 times now. It did pop up on the screen, did it? Holy shit. I'd say 8 and 10 are the best in Final Fantasy. Hell yeah. I liked 8 and 10 a lot. I loved 7, though. I didn't beat it for the first time until, like, 3 years ago. Because I never owned it. But I never got through the first disc. I got stuck at the pyramid. There's like a pyramid that shrinks down, and which is over halfway of the game at that point. Because that one was like, first disc was 70% of the game. Second disc was about the next 25%, and the last 5% was the third disc. But you could go anywhere and explore anything. So it was interesting. Well, 10 maybe because it was your first. Never beat it though. 10 is a long one, but I've beaten that a few times. That was a fun one. I had a lot of friends back in high school. We all would play it and talk about where we got to. Holy shit. Adrian found War Master Shack. The guy sells ashes. Oh, and there's some giants for you, Master, taking them down. You can farm levels. Yeah, it's like 1,000 per or something, right? You can do good work. Ryan, a lot of bosses that everyone has done I haven't even touched. Just wander from place to place. You know what? That's some of the fun. That's all I'm doing. I'm just wandering around, trying to explore everything, trying to map out in my brain where I've been. The problem is when there's elevation changes. When there's elevation changes, you do a whole area, but there might be a whole above area to check out yet. Like in here. In here, there's some uppers and some downers, and it's crazy. So I've got to re-go through it. David, all right, gentlemen, the men have been calling me to take up arms in Warzone. I'll catch you later. Hey, good to have you in here. Only certain beers we like worms. Some taste nasty worm. Foster's to Bud have to be... Oh. Wait. You have Bud Light over there, too? Shit. Yeah. It is nasty when it's not cold. I don't know how to not drink cold beer. I've had some warm beers that were really good, but it's kind of rare. I have been to the Southwest Church of Ella, and he is a bastard. The one pulled the chariot. Oh. Yeah, there's basically bosses everywhere. This game is basically a boss simulator, so boss fight simulator. I can't remember what it is, but there's a game called Boss Fight or something on PC where you're just taking on like boss difficulty enemies. That's it. You just go from boss to boss. It was an old game, giant rat ashes. Nice. We got us some rats. F10, as far as I know, is the only one you can max out all the characters. Oh, you can do that in... Well, I think you can do that in 7. Look, I've never done it. I've never done these things. But I've seen people on YouTube who are 999 everything. Their damage is 9999, but it hits like 20-30 times, and it does only like a small percentage of some of the bosses. Like, there's bosses you basically have to max out your characters, which is hundreds and hundreds. It's quadruples the time you'll put in the game minimum to do, and I would never do that. Can't do it. And you never beat Final Fantasy VII, so much grinding? I don't think it's too much grinding. I don't think it was that bad. But it was early when I played, so like the nostalgia kick is there. So I had to beat it when it finally came out, HD remastered on Xbox and everything. Excited to do it. Did I watch the boxing Saturday? I didn't get a chance. I've been doing a lot of moving. Pretty soon I'm gonna have a new studio, too. So it's been a time for me. So I didn't get to see it. Was it Tyson Fury match? If so, how did that go? Because I think I read he won. I saw it pop up. I didn't see how it went. Let me know if I do play Dragon's Dogma. You'll see it pop up on the notifications. I don't know what he said, if he said anything. Without wiki on bosses, and it's impossible to catch all the bosses. Yeah. Well, there's some that are literally quests. You have to do whole missions to ever have found them. Which I've been fortunate to have lucky like TikTok videos pop up that tell me quest lines that I didn't know were quest lines and how to do them and what to do. What is this fucking nightmare? Jesus. Spent 20 pounds on ale. Selection for the box on Saturday. Ended in 6 rounds. You know, I've stopped buying matches because I bought several UFC fights that will end in seconds. Like, I got the Conor McGregor Jose Aldo fight, and it was the quickest end to a match in history. And I've also gotten really boring boxing matches, like anything Floyd Mayweather has done in the last, I don't know, 10 years has been an absolute snore. I feel like I've been burned every time I get a fight or go watch a fight and pitch in money with some friends or something. It's been disappointing, so I haven't gotten fights in a long time. I like to just watch quick ends to them. Tyson Fury is so interesting to me. That's what he calls himself, the Gypsy King, and he's this tubby old man looking guy who is just knocking out people who are shredded. Like, he has no place, it looks like, doing the things he does. And he just keeps doing it, and it's hilarious. Alright, I just remembered something I gotta do. I haven't gotta finish the Ronin Quest. It's right over here. Let's go do that. Susan, thank you for the like. I caught that one. There we go. Cheers. I don't know why this thing's being silent. Yeah, Fierce Match, you won. He's retiring now from the sounds of it. He's not retiring. He does what everyone does. They say they're retiring. Oop. This isn't the place. They say they're retiring, so that way if they do another match, they get a coming out of retirement bonus. Everyone's doing it these days. Common tactic. I don't believe it for a second. If you come join our community, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I don't even own it yet. does sound interesting. It's boring, kind of. Fed up with the heavyweight boxing. They're getting old now. It is the same old, really good guys versus the same other old, really good guys. So, it's kind of been a lot of the same fights you've already seen a lot, you know? Need some fresh meat out there. Either that or you're watching YouTubers box. But I gotta say, even though they're not well liked, I don't know that I would want to go up against the Pauls. Those guys are actually big as fuck. Whether it's real or not, I would wager they could do some serious damage. He just eats fast food and drinks booze. He's basically every British middle-aged man. He's the embodiment of your culture. And it works. Alright, I thought this is where I go to finish the Ronin thing. Now, he told his wife he was after this match. He was going to after the Wilder, but got offered this fight on home soil, so he wanted to give his fans one last fight to say bye. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, Floyd Mayweather's retired. Mike Tyson was retired. Not only retired, switched religions, became a Muslim, vowed to never fight again, and came back and did an exhibition match. If there was ever a person you would have said is never going to fight again, it would have been Mike Tyson after he did all those things. Who else? Roy Jones came out for that fight. So I should have audio coming through my speakers here. What in the tiddlywinks? Yeah, oh well. So, okay, you go to the church, you fight this thing. You beat Eleonora. Oh, man. It ends here, but apparently there's another part of this in the Mountain of the Giants. Shenanigans. Absolute shenanigans. Alright, so I'll try to clean up this area before we get into the tree. There's a video of a football hooligan confronting him. Should search it after this Tyson Fury versus Weldstone Raider. So funny, Fury don't know what to do as the guy's tiny. I just don't get why people puff their chests to world-class fighters. It doesn't make sense. So there was a video, I think it was a week ago, going back to Mike Tyson on an airplane. Many of you may have heard of this happening, maybe you didn't, but a drunk guy sitting behind him in first class, dude's wasted out of his gourd, absolutely hilarious, won't leave him alone, just so excited that Mike Tyson's in front of him. He's talking to him, harassing him basically, asks him for a picture. Mike's like, okay, I'll give you a picture, just chill out, leave me alone, I'm just trying to enjoy my flight, I'll sign an autograph, give you a picture, whatever. So he's being super nice, super chill the whole time. The guy just won't leave him alone, So anyway, the video is of Mike Tyson turning around in an airplane and taking like 5 or 6 wholesale swings at that man's face. Didn't knock the guy out, but his face was messed up afterwards. And, well, I think he learned. But took some punishment. Honestly, super amazed. It was a small guy too. Must have been the drunkenness that kept him going. And but that is why you don't mess with world-class boxers. When they tell you to leave them alone, guess you leave them alone. This guy just a meme king as he memes and likes. Oh, sure. There's a lot of those. For fame and money. Oh yeah. I mean, think about it though. There's a lot of those people who go out there and try to piss off famous people, try to get them to take a swing. I mean, paparazzi, they love that. They absolutely want you to take a swing at them. Because if they do, they can sue you for hitting them immediately. They know exactly what they're doing. Then they don't have to take pictures of anybody anymore because they can make millions off of you just popping them once. Then you show up with a fake cast on, and you got your leg in a boot. Just do all the extra. So, wouldn't be surprised if Plain Guy gets a bunch of money. Maybe not, though. For being drunk and harassing him and having a lot of people there to see that it was happening. I don't know. Kept taking his headphones out, didn't he? Tyson ended up jabbing him. Yeah, I don't know. I saw some parts of the video, but it was just like videos leading up to it, and it was just a couple little clips. It didn't really... I didn't see the whole thing. Then you got Steve-O who allows him to hit him for fun. At that roast, Steve-O... I saw Steve-O did like a stand-up comedy thing. And he was explaining the whole situation. So Steve-O was doing a part for the third Jackass or something like that, and broke his nose, and it was like crooked in 2 different directions. And so he's like, all right, I'm gonna go to the doctor, it's gonna get fixed, and the movie's gonna pay for it. And they're like, okay, yeah, that seems fair. So he waits until the movie's done to go, and the doctor tells him, that thing's already healed. If you want to get it fixed, we have to re-break it, right? I'm sure if anybody else has heard of situations like that, it's exactly what they do. I know somebody who like had a messed up foot, and they had to get re-broken by the doctors, and he was talking about whatever tools they use to break it, and it's real messed up, and he's like, well, I'm not going to pay you to do that. And he had the same agent as Mike Tyson, apparently. He's like, I'm going to get Mike Tyson to break it. So he asks him to punch him in the face. Mike Tyson refuses. So then later on, they happen to both be at the roast of Charlie Sheen, I think it was. And he got his agent to tell Mike Tyson that he's going to hold his fist out and Steve-O is going to run into his fist as hard as he can. It was called the Black Eye Challenge or some dumb shit back then. Anyway, so Mike Tyson has the tattoo on his face, fully swore off fighting at that point, and meant it. So he's like, I guess it's not fighting if he runs into my face. So he lets him do it. Broke the shit out of his nose. Bleeding everywhere. I know, he said in his stand-up bit that everyone was so grossed out that people started leaving. You see William Shatner come up to him and go, Steve-O, what the hell? Super fucking funny. And he says that there was a karate master or something there who's like, oh, it's got to be set now. I'll do it. So he's like, I don't know. Can't get worse. And then the guy perfectly reset his nose. That was a really funny story. I don't think he's that good of a stand-up, but it's a good story. I'm a bit of a stand-up snob. Not really. I do watch a lot of it, though. They're just hilarious. You got Tyson break his nose to save money on surgery? Exactly. I don't think he's got a lot of money. I think he's really only made money on his TV show, Wild Boys, and Jackass. Maybe his stand-ups a little bit. Talk to the crone and we'll come back to him. Pretty much he'll make some quick money on the exclusive interviews and such. Oh yeah. For sure. Good money for them. Like good money for regular people.
The east. Ruins of gold. Wherever there's a curse.
Wherever you go, your life's gonna suck. Thanks, lady. I don't find those crones give you too many good hints. He dove into his face. Yeah, he is crazy. Watch the video. Mike Tyson just holds his fist out like this, and I mean, it's huge. His hands are massive. And Steve-O runs and dives face first right into it. Crazy as shit. It must have happened after the roast was no longer live, because it definitely wasn't something I saw. Maybe I didn't even watch the whole thing all the way through. I don't know. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. His stunts and everything are just crazy. Tree Circo. Lightning bolts. Lightning pot, roped lightning pot. Okay, so I need to ride the bridge down a little bit. So I'll do that. I'll come back up and I'll go through the portal. I gotta get up to this upper region. Which looks like I can do it over here. I can maybe ride it around. Oh, I can take the road. Perfect. I think then once I get to here, I'm going to do this whole inside. And then come around and do this outside part up here. I think I've got a little extra to do somewhere. I don't know. Got a lot to do in this area. All areas. These guys look confused, like how they got there. How are we here, Earl? I did see Nagano was in the new Jackass, and I didn't know what he was gonna do. All I know is that whatever they were asking for looked bad, because in the shows, like, lead up to that, they, I saw like a commercial or something. It was like a little ad for him being in there, and they were talking about how his punches are the equivalent of like a sledgehammer swing, and you know it's bad news after that. Francis Nagano's unreal. I think he got a pretty bad injury, didn't he? Or something, so he's not even fighting her now. I think Brock Lesnar was there too, right? Didn't he throw a wee man through a table? I don't understand why Jackass decides they're like these trolls and memers we were talking about. They are picking on the largest human beings alive. People who would be like Viking gods in another time and antagonizing them. This looks like one of them warp gates. He took that to the gut. He's lucky he's alive. He's lucky that didn't literally rupture his some of his organs inside. They do it for the adrenaline, and they know the movie concept works. I'm actually super scared to fall down from here. Oh. Well, sometimes you just need a little push. I don't know if there's enough adrenaline that's worth taking a punch to the gut from Francis. I'm hearing voices all around me, and that must be what's supposed to happen. It's freaking me out. Ain't nothing to it though when you're the Mushroom Lord. So that's 3 caves. Is it right here? No, that was the wind stream. Where's that other one? Ah, right here. Almost didn't mark it. 3 caves I've got to do. Gotta finish exploring the outside quick. While things that are dead are already dead. Very kind of them to mark that one. Normally there's no caves marked. See the stairs, just taking a quick gander around. Things are just randomly dying too, which is good. You do Hero's Cave? Where's Hero's Cave, Ryan? If it's anything before me, I've done it. I think. Unless I've somehow missed it. But I have so many places I've been to, it's hard for me to say if I've done it or not. So I need to know which area of the map you're talking. And then I can give you a straight answer. But I don't remember because I have like a few hundred locations, it feels like. There's several hero cave dungeons. Oh, even worse. Up top to the right, I think. I was reading your statement and not paying attention to the amount of death blood I had. So that's my third death today. That's really good. That might be a record for least deaths on a stream I have. So top right of what? Like around here? Because if it's... Because if you mean where my map's not marked, then definitely no. Whoa, hello, almost lost a lot of runes. Of, which part of the map? We've got Caelid, Limgrave, Lernia, Capital, I don't know what this is. I don't really know how far you are, which region. I didn't see it in the regions I was looking at. Maybe it's something I haven't discovered. Up to the right a little from me, maybe? Oh, heck, I'd have to go look, but I'm in bed. Oh, fair enough, fair enough. Do you remember what the boss is in that cave? That's a big boy. Worm face. More like dead face. I know, it was a good one. Got his ass. just got there. It has lava machine that goes all over with spiked wheels. Man. So you're probably in Caelid, but there's a few places like that. Or that boss comes up at a few places. Possibly Arazina Cave at the capital Lindell area, top right. And I have not been there. Not yet, not yet. I'm very slowly taking this game chunk by chunk. So I'm missing a good chunk yet. I've probably done the majority of the game. Which also might be a bold plan. So these ruins have a name. Oh. Kind of, but there's a whole big section of them. Let's see where it takes us. It's not there, I'll check next time I play. Okay. Yeah, let us know. So I'm curious. About half? About half? I don't know about that. It's gotta be more, right? If it truly is only about half, I'll cry. I probably got close to another 20 hours. Not quite. A little under 20 hours with all my other characters. And 67 hours with this guy. At least 80 hours, we'll say that. So, I'm only at halfway. I'll be streaming this for a long time. This might take up a quarter of my year of streaming. It's already almost done 2 months. Could be 3 months. That's alright, there's nothing really coming out. Nothing going to be coming out for a while. This game is awesome. I think I have around 45. And I mean, anything more than like 20 sounds like a lot. And when you start getting to the real numbers, it's like, holy shit. But then again, you know, like multiplayer games, like Warzone, David went to go play. Yeah, some of those, the amount of hours is wild that people can put in. Like, I wonder what streamers put in, or have put in, to things like Fortnite that they've been playing since the start, or PUBG if they never switched off PUBG. Yeah, like some of those really big battle royales, because they were so addicting. Streamers been playing since the beginning, 8 hours at least a day, for the last how many years? Oh, God bless America, he's just leading me back here. That would be interesting to see. Who has the most? Because the thing is, if you look at those leaderboards, who has the most on things in like Call of Duty games and whatnot, usually they look like hacker numbers at the top. And I don't know that they get fixed. So, I usually don't believe them. Usually. So gotta finish the Capital, Giants, and Snow Area, Lava Manor, Alcatraz area. Oh. Alright, that's a big list, and I'm sure you're forgetting things, too. I'm not going to start being less thorough either. So, yeah, this is going to take a while. Plus each area has catacombs, tunnels, dungeons. I know, it's crazy. At least I think I finished most of the underground. If not all, but I doubt it. Already been in these ones? I think I have. Well, there's one thing you can say for sure about Elden Ring. You definitely get your money's worth. Get basically back to that bridge. Ooh, piece of candy. I mean, I've got all the catacombs and tombs and tunnels to do here, you know. I have not done any. I've just gone in them, gotten my grace, marked them, and left. And it's getting late on tonight. Down the pond, we did that. Ooh. A bit of a fall off. no, no! The Mushroom Lord. Has died again. Luckily, nothing can keep the Mushroom Lord down. You know. He's just too lordly. Well, unfortunate. And you can't fast travel from a grace inside of a tunnel. Like, if you beat the tunnel, you can. But not before. One of the other things, it does not tell you. And now I've got to remember, when I come back to these minor caves, that I need to go up and down the lifts to get the items hanging on the rocks. I knew when I saw this pile up of these guys that it was just too many. You can see I kind of ran away and I was like, I gotta kill him. Pure regret. Just gonna keep spawning in, huh? Now they did. It's around here somewhere. guess. Real close. What? How far away could it be? Oh, now he's gone. I hope it's not because I touched that grace. Should be right around here. So from the second piece, just a ways, which would be plainly visible right here. There's this guy. Maybe he can offer up a clue. Hello. Huh. How about that? Got him. Okay, so that's all three. So now the tower should be there. I'm guessing since it was a mirage tower or whatever it said when I was in the area. Find 3 guardians. I know how this stuff works. Oh, there it is. Just like that. It was all I need. Here I've been. That's where the church was. So I think real quick I'm just gonna do this up top part. Because I don't think I've done it. I think I went down. Let's just double check out of it. I definitely. Oh shit! Was that a thing before? Maybe I kind of have been up here. I remember there was an up-down area, and I was like, oh no, I haven't done any of this. I must have done all this, huh? Be a little more thorough than I thought. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Super thorough, yeah. Party time, excellent. So close. Feels really good to get that 3-in-1 swing off. Did this. Yep. Oh. Okay, so there should be a super unsafe way down around here. There it is. Hey, a pumpkin head. Ah, here we go. Cheers, everyone. How's that for an image? Sometimes there's a chest back there, you gotta look. Unseen blade, unseen. And a memory. Oh, summer gig. Okay. Let's see. So now I'm gonna go off on that little broken bridge there, get that item. Oh shoot! I'm under the bridge. Even more shenanigans, I'm not in the right spot. Pretty sure I'm taking this one on, right? Yeah. I still remember the pumpkin head. For that one, boy. Okay. this point. Back up here. We'll swing around and check out the small section we have remaining of these fields. There's also a underground area in the capital 2 zones. You can see from Milkron. I've probably seen it and just wondered what it was. Called Mogwin Dynastus Palace. Keepers. Osama, what's happening, buddy? Thank you for the like. Cheers. How old am I? I am... Hold on. Give me a second. 29. So that means, earlier I said that Skyrim was 20 years old because I was 17 when I got it. But I incorrectly stated how old I was then and incorrectly stated how old Skyrim is. So Skyrim's like 22? No. Came out in 2011. Been 21 years. So I was 18, maybe? I don't know. How old are you, Osama, if you're asking? I gotta ask you back. You about my age? A little older, a little younger? I'm gonna guess, I'm gonna throw out there, a little younger. I'm gonna guess you're 23. I have nothing to base that off of. Holy biscuit and bulldogs. We have a whole defensive stand up here as well. Okay. Attack this. Once I clear this, I can actually search this area. Much progress in the game? Oh yeah. Every day that I'm on, we're out here killing it. Let's see. I wonder if there's a grace just beyond this. I'm getting there. Doing big things. Doing big things. I've cleared and explored most of this area. Not counting dungeons. Jesus. Place looks like a massacre. Oh, there's the grace. Whew. The huge knight riding a horse at the front door over here. Yeah, I killed both of them. That's how I started the stream. I got lucky. I remembered somebody told me that back on Thursday. So I went and I took a look. Sure enough, there's two of them. I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Probably going to die a lot, but let's give it a go. Killed the first guy with ease, and the second one marched off into a different area. Killed him even easier. That felt good. Little Sentinel Knight Revenge, or Tree Sentinel. Yeah. Yeah, I felt good about getting rid of those guys. Got the shield. Yeah, it's been a solid run today. Beating a lot of bosses. Beat the Evergaol with Godfrey in it. Beat what are they called? The Starlight Beasts or whatever. Beat the Ronin Quest. Oh, you son of a bitch. Bloody Finger here. What else did we take? We beat the tall guy at the Erd Tree. Minor Erd Tree right by me. Beat him pretty handily. Man. What else? So I beat those two bosses. This boss. The one here. Found the Mirage. Beat this boss. Oh, beat this boss up here pretty easily. Now, none of the bosses have been a challenge in this area, so I'm wondering if... Oop. Batteries are dying. Okay, that was weird. I hope the video didn't cut out. It's the second time I've seen that happen. I don't know what's going on. My back end here just changes. Maybe a button gets clicked when I'm grabbing my batteries or something. I don't know. So hopefully the video didn't cut out for you guys, but if it did, I'm sorry. Dung Eater quest line gets you a nice item, but must have the snow area open. Okay. I started that quest line. I just don't know what I'm doing. So I'm gonna have to remember to do all these things before I retire. I assume it seems like you can do all the achievements in one go. It's not like you have to beat it with this class and this class and this class, like the old Dark Souls games were. So that's this whole area. Yeah, I found some item of the Dung Eaters. Brought it to him at the round table, and he said something about going to kill his body or something, fight his body, I don't know. Or he'll kill me himself or something. I don't really know. He was babbling and he should have been eating poop, but he wasn't. Dung Eater is such a funny name. Of course they would troll and create an enemy called that. Well, is he even truly an enemy? I don't know. Didn't know that was about to happen. And the clues, maybe. But otherwise, no. Nice. That sunset? Damn. This game is just so gorgeous. Like, this particular area, light shining on this open hill as the sun goes down. Beautiful. Absolutely amazing. I was right here when I started getting catapulted, so I didn't get to see much else. You killed Godfrey, first Elden Lord, or still not? Killed him twice. 2 times. Killed him originally and then killed him again at the Evergaol. Yeah, he's a... Ooh, he's a spicy meatball, but... I got him. Yeah, he killed me, what, 2 times today? Maybe 3 times max? But, yeah, that was nice. Other than that, I've died, like, 2 times to death blights. Nothing else, really. So it's been a good day for deaths. Gotta go back and check out this inner little space. Godfrey and Morgat killed too. I think Morgat, or Margit. I've killed a lot of lookalikes who do the exact same thing. Don't know it's the same name, but 2 Godfreys for sure. Yeah, there's like a spirit one. And the regular one. Yeah, you haven't come across the second one? The second one is right here. The Golden Lineage Evergout. But yeah, there's a lot of like Margaret lookalikes now. Tyler, thank you very much for the like. Oh, hold on. I gotta crack a new cheers and juice. Wow. A few people got the answer right tonight. I'm now able to see percentages on the questions I put out there, who answers what correctly and what not. Wasn't letting me for a long time. You say Morgoth Castle Guard, but still stronger? The boss fight from the beginning seemed to be stronger. I've done a few very similar versions of them. They had all the same moves. I don't know if they were as strong. They at least weren't as challenging when I fought them as Margit was the first time. First time Margit was a pain in the butt. But I also didn't know about the special items that allow you to just KO him. Because there's a special item if you didn't know. That Patches will sell you. That restrains him in the first... Wow, what is this? It's like a golden goat. That will restrain him in the first part of his fight. Oh, hello. Oh god, it's one of these. don't like these kinds of dragons, and I didn't know this was here! This is not what I signed up for. Like that Lich Dragon. Am I dead? Wow, that's a bailout. Got him. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, 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 bow. I wondered why there was a summon spot here, but I hoped it wasn't that. Actually, now that it went pretty well. I'm not so upset. Although, if Adrian was here, he'd probably be yelling at me for carrying so many runes. So, guess I'll have to take care of these. That thing I just killed was Godwin's friend. Another sacred tier. What's up? That's awesome. That's 2 sacred tiers this episode. I'll take that. Don't come rolling up on me like that. Fucking lightning deer, lightning rams, lightning sheep. Honestly, I didn't see that coming. It's kind of cool. I wondered why they were yellow, so they're lightning creatures. Uh-oh, got another summon point. Could this be another boss, perhaps? Yes, corner him. That's how we do it. The black knife. Seen a lot of people using that. This is another well. Cheers. Okay. Well, mark that. That's another cave to do tomorrow. So all I want to do is just take this road and kind of weave through here, check out the last thing on the way to here. And then I'm pretty sure I will have had searched everything there is to search here, and I'll have 4 caves / tunnels to inspect. Then tomorrow, once I've inspected and gone through the 4 marked caves here, we'll take this path and try to get this map. Try to get that map and then further explore the area. But map comes first. It's a lot of bosses. Easily eliminated. Dagger's got a good skill to try it. I've seen people using it. You stand up and it flings a little blade through the air, and apparently permanently, not permanently, but temporarily shortens your total health bar, which is super cool. Yeah, it looks very good. I've been waiting to get it for a long time. I thought I got it earlier, because you get something similar to it that's a key item. Okay, there's nothing really out here. So we'll start in here tomorrow. Should be a good time. Let's just level ourselves up a little bit here. Get that up to 30. Further strengthen my weapons. Ooh, I did get some new things. Purifies the Lord of Blood's curse. I don't know what that will do. Almost at hour 69, level 124. We went up a good 5 or 6 levels today, so we did pretty good there. And now there's volume. Interesting. I haven't had volume if you were
missed some things here all day. So whenever people have dropped their likes, their shares, their follows, all that stuff, I didn't hear it because there was no sound. And now there suddenly is sound. I've changed nothing. Technology at its finest, you know? All right. So question of the night. We're going to start that for anyone over there on YouTube or watching Facebook after. Feel free to drop a comment and tell me if you got the right answer or what your answer was. Which organ in the human body cannot feel pain? Is it the heart? Is it the stomach? Is it the liver? Or is it the brain? I will come back to the answer here after these quick shout-outs. Let's see here. William Dodge, thank you for the like and share. William Harris, thank you for the like and chatting along with us. Uncanny Lup, thank you for the like. Michael Payne, thanks for the like and hanging out for a little bit there. Armando, thank you for the like. Appreciate you, brother. Good to see you in here a lot. Nick, thank you for the like. I don't know if I've seen your name before. So if you're new, thank you. Appreciate you. Adrian, thanks for the like and chatting along with us. Hanging out for a good few hours there. It was awesome. Appreciate you. Michael, that looks like a newer name too. Thank you for the like. Appreciate you. Kayla, thank you for the like. Sam, thank you for the like and share. David, thanks for popping in. Good to see you. Thanks for chatting along. Thank you for the like as well. Virginia, thank you for the like. That also seems new. I don't know that I've seen a Virginia here before. So appreciate you. That's awesome. Sandra, Neil, big shout out for the follow there. Thank you. Apologize. I think I was like 22 minutes late to noticing that because my damn notifications weren't being loud for me. I don't know if I even saw them popping up on the screen. But maybe I was just early or late to look over. So, appreciate you very much, Sandra. Thank you for the follow. Susan, thank you for the like. Osama, thank you for the like and hanging out, chatting with me. And Tyler, thank you for the like. Appreciate all of you guys. So, the answer for the night, again, the question is, which organ cannot feel pain? Is it the heart, stomach, liver, or brain? Nobody voted for the stomach because we've all felt stomach pain once or twice in our lives. Some of us much more. 18% voted for the heart, which isn't correct. You feel heart pain all the time. Heart pain, heart attacks. Someone pokes you in your heart, you're going to feel it. Liver, I don't have anything clever for that, but the liver feels pain. 64% voted for liver. Overwhelmingly, everyone thought it was liver. Because your liver can put up with just a lot of shit. When you think about the amount of booze people can drink and terrible foods you can put away and things like that, liver can process all that shit pretty well. And only 18%, like the heart, voted for the brain. But the brain is actually the correct answer. See, you might think, because you get headaches and whatnot, that the brain can feel pain. But the brain actually has 0 nerve receptors in it. Let me actually pull up the info here. Although the brain is the tool we use to detect pain, there are no pain receptors in the brain itself. So the brain cannot actually feel pain. How about that? So that's the answer for tonight. Let me know if you guys got that correct. We'll be back on tomorrow, 6 to 9 Central Standard Time, per the usual, doing more Elden Ring. Now that we've finished exploring the outside of the castle walls around the capital, and just taking it to town on all these bosses, we've got the caves to go through. And if they're as easy as the outside, it should be a cake walk. I mean, this whole area is a joke. Honestly, Caelid was worse. Maybe could have done Caelid after the capital. I don't know. Because Caelid seems super optional. I don't think there was one thing there that had to be done. Maybe Radahan, but I don't think so. We do got to go back there and do a few things. There's some seal we got to break to get through a part of a cave. We got to do the taking on 3 players champion thing in front of the giant jar. So we got to go back there at some point. But everywhere else is pretty much good. Everywhere else is pretty much done.
Did I do the volcano yet, Douglas? Not yet. Not yet. So that's tomorrow. I thought I might get to that between the castle walls, the outer wall of the capital, and the volcano is kind of where I have to go. And I managed to do all that open area outside of the castle walls. So I have to go in there and get the map for the volcano area. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow. I got teleported there thanks to Patches. His little trap where he sends you to get eaten by one of those, what are they called, virgin eater machine things. And technically, story-wise, it's before the capital. Yes. Which is why I want to do that before I go in the walls of the capital. I knew the outside wasn't going to be anything big. I don't think there's been anything like story-wise there. Just a lot of cool sights. So I wanted to go there next. Then we'll go to the capital. And see where we go from there. But yeah, that's tomorrow. So I've seen a little bit. And it's terrifying. I'm kind of nervous about it. But it's nice to know that you don't immediately sink through the lava. You have like a second to jump around it. Also, the sea in the hidden cave and Caled is part of a quest. Oh, okay. Okay. I know someone told me you got to rescue somebody whose name I don't know. I just figured it'll come up eventually. So, no big deal. I'll get to it. But if you want to come back tomorrow, Douglas, we're heading off right now. But we'll be back on tomorrow and we'll be doing that volcano area. It's going to be great. Selling. Okay. That's the name. I'll try to remember that. I've got a lot of quests to do that I just don't know how. I kind of see TikToks and other shorts and they tell you where things are. She's in Limgrave, so you've already missed her? Damn. There's a lot to miss, easy. Oh. Wait, maybe I know. Maybe I know who you're talking about. At the round table, maybe? I don't know. I'll have to look into it, though. I'll have to look into it and see how to do it, because honestly, without the internet, I would not know how to do a lot of these quests. There's so much jumping around, and you just happen to go into this area. And like, I'm trying to do the Ronin Quest, and there's a lot of, I just so happen to end up in the right place at the right time, but I kind of already know where to go. Yeah, not sure how people do quests without looking them up. Look, whoever figured these out first, legends. Absolute legends. Because this is no easy time to figure out. No piece of cake. No direction. You know, like most games give you a waypoint and tell you where to go. They tell you what you've done and what you got to do. This game's like, I don't know, man. That's on you. If you didn't write down what you've done, well, you screwed up already. It's pretty crazy stuff. But, yeah. We'll be running that volcano area tomorrow. So, if you want, drop a follow if you haven't already. Name looks familiar, but I couldn't remember. But otherwise, we'll be doing it and hoping not to die. So, have a good one, man. Thanks for talking, and we'll catch you guys later. Everyone have a good night. Stay fresh, cheese bags.